Good morning, Taiwan, and thank you for starting your week with us. I am Louisa Lee here to provide you with the most up-to-date news around the world. 早安，你好，欢迎收看 Louisa 报报，每天给你最新最有趣的新闻。First, in the U.S., hundreds of protesters have been arrested this past weekend for taking their disappointments over the economy to the streets in New York City, occupying the iconic Brooklyn Bridge while at it. Even with being cited for disorderly conduct, many say they will continue to fight on. 美国华尔街的抗议还在进行当中，主要是因为不满金融海啸过后，华尔街有许多肥猫执行长。虽然警方逮捕了超过700名的抗议人士，但是好像还是没办法平息事件。
The arrest of more than 700 anti-Wall Street protesters in New York didn't stop similar demonstrations spreading to other U.S. cities.
This is corrupt! This is corrupt!
Protests against mortgage foreclosures, unemployment and the 2008 corporate bailouts erupted across the country. Los Angeles, Chicago and Denver were among the cities to witness the outcry.
Occupy the streets! Occupy the streets!
As the protests spread, some in New York who've set up camp in downtown Manhattan are vowing to stay there all winter.
And now to other news, the government in Denmark is now interfering with what the people should and should not consume. And how are they doing it? By raising the taxes on the not-so-healthy foods. 为了要解决国内肥胖的问题，丹麦政府决定要对高脂肪的食物增加更多的税，鼓励民众吃得健康一点。
Denmark's made world history as the first nation on the planet to slap higher taxes on fatty foods. Anything with more than 2.3% saturated fat content is in the government's sights. Goods from cheese, butter and entrecote steak to milk, crisps and pizza have all gone up by nearly $2.9 a kilo. It's intended to combat obesity and heart disease, and customers at this store had no objections.
It's a way to show people this is not a good way to live. And also people who buy a lot of fat and sugar and alcohol and tobacco goes to the hospital a lot more, so it's a way of paying your hospital bill in advance.
In this country, there are more overweight people and children than ever before, you know. So of course it's a problem. But I think that, well, it's certainly not going to be a problem for me. I mean, I think I can do without the very fat things.
Store owner Simon Lund says the government should look for other ways to tackle the issues.
Well, they obviously want to, want the people to buy less fat food, more vegetables and that kind of stuff. But yeah, so the purpose is good, but I don't think this is the solution. There's a ton of other ways they could change the habits in the population.
The fatty food tax has whetted the appetite of other nations which have considerably higher levels of clinical obesity. They're watching Denmark's new measures closely.
The royal couple made an appearance at the Royal Marsden Hospital to give their support for the opening of a new children's cancer treatment center in southwest London. Prince William took over the position as the president of the Royal Marsden in 2007, a role that was also held by his mother Diana before her death. 英国威廉王子跟凯特最近到了医院探望癌症病童，并且参加儿童癌症中心的开幕典礼。
The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge arrived at the Royal Marsden Hospital in Sutton, greeted by a cheering crowd of fans and hospital staff. The royal couple met with patients and their family as part of the opening of the new Children's Cancer Unit. Designed for the treatment and care of cancer patients, the center in South London costs £18 million, or roughly $28 million. This was Kate's second official engagement with husband William, who is president of the Royal Marsden NHS Trust in England.
Now to music news, singer Jason Derulo's report card is looking quite smashing so far. The 22-year-old star started off his career by hitting the top of the U.S. chart with his single, What You Say, selling millions of copies with that tune alone. In a recent interview, Derulo talks about his second studio album, Future History, while denying the rumor that he's dating American Idol winner Jordan Sparks. 歌手 Jason Derulo 最近发行了第2张专辑，单曲 Don't Wanna Go Home 才一发行就冲上排行榜第14名。另外，他也澄清他并没有跟歌手 Jordan Sparks 在一起。
Fresh off his successful debut album, music star Jason Derulo has released his sophomore record, Future History, which he hopes will live up to the hit-making standards of the first. The record's first single, I Don't Wanna Go, peaked at number 14 on the Billboard Hot 100, but Derulo says he doesn't pay too much attention to the charts.
I wasn't worried about trying to top my first record. I wasn't worried about numbers or the chart placements. You know, that's not what music should be. That's not what it should be. That's not what it should be represented by, you know. So me personally, man, I'm just really excited for the world to hear this record. It's something that I worked really, really hard on, put my heart and soul into, and I believe it's the greatest accomplishment in my life.
And music has been a huge part of the 22-year-old's life. At 16, he was already writing hits for Sean Diddy Combs and Lil Wayne. In 2009, he went out on his own with his first single, What You Say, which sold 3.6 million copies. But music aside, Derulo's personal life has also been the topic of headlines. He was pictured going out with singer Jordan Sparks, and soon the media was abuzz that the two were dating. Not so, says Derulo.
Jordan is an absolute sweetheart, one of the nicest people you've ever met before. But you know, we're just friends, you know, yeah.
You're my biggest hit, girl. Let me play it loud. Let me play it loud, loud. Let me play it loud. Let me play it loud, loud. Let me play it loud. You can't help but turn them heads, not get them dead. Dropping like flies around you. If I get your body close, not letting go. Hoping you're about to tell them other guys they could lose your number. You're done. They don't.
And Derulo has his ways with the audience in Europe. Don't Wanna Go Home has already made it to the #1 spot on the UK singles chart. Now to another celebrity who is adored by the people, supermodel, TV presenter, and fashion icon Heidi Klum is sharing her new scent with the rest of the world. 超级名模 Heidi Klum 发行了她的新香水，她说希望用这个香水的女生都可以觉得自己很闪闪动人。
Supermodel and fashion designer Heidi Klum launched her new fragrance called Shine in Los Angeles on Wednesday. She modeled a bottle of the fragrance while standing on a clear stage across a hotel pool. The fragrance is the latest addition to the Project Runway host long line of products, which include clothing, accessories, and makeup.
Well, I wanted to make a beautiful perfume for beautiful women who want to feel beautiful and who want to shine. And so that's why I came up with the name Shine. I've been working on this perfume for over a year now, and I really took my time to find just the perfect scent.
The model and mother of 4 starts work on the 7th season of Germany's Next Top Model, which she hosts, judges, and produces. The fragrance Shine is now available to buy in stores.
And now to movie news. After taking some time off from his charitable work, Kung Fu star Jet Li is back to give us some action in his latest flick, The Sorcerer and the White Snake. Loaded with martial art scenes and special effects, the fantasy film offers the audience a different viewing experience on the centuries-old Chinese legend of the White Snake. 功夫皇帝李连杰带来了他的新片《法海白蛇传说》，动作场面跟特效都非常的精彩，带你一起来看看。
大师，我娘子呢？是不是被白蛇给吃了？
白蛇就是你娘子，你娶了一条千年蛇妖。
不管你变成怎样，我都会爱你。